hoping for? I mean, is it just as simple as we just hope the Fed takes this foot off the back of our neck and we can, loosen up these rates a little bit?
Well, that's a pretty interesting question, because on an economic and a macro basis, of course, that's so. But yet we also want to make our own destiny, if you will, in terms of trying to go out and attack the marketplace. But what we've seen and what's happened so far is the low water mark for what we look at as open transactions. And the low water mark was December of last year. January of this year, we actually had a 35% increase in open transactions, and followed that up in February with about a 15% increase. But as
this past January.
This past January, this
Correct.
past February,
Yep.
and yet then, and that sort of was early in terms of our rise, but then we saw a little bit of a slowdown so far in March, and it's so much around how people's perceptions are, and
Right.
with the news that's coming out right now, that's kind of got buyer beware and buyer wariness happening all over again.
Yeah, so your analysis lines up almost exactly with what Ashley said, and we had that slower end of the year, and we started to pick up. For us, I think we actually started to see a pickup prior to Christmas, probably the middle of December, and January was strong, and we got excited because we generally don't have. I mean, January is not a type of month that you normally get excited about in our business.
That's true,
right? And frankly, February is not normally a month you get excited about. But I was like, wow, January feels pretty damn good, and I think we saw interest rates pull back, and I think their consumer felt a little more certainty that we had seen the worst, and then we started to see that spike back up, and I guess we'll figure out what's going to happen in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. What's a perfect 2023 look like for you? Would you just be happy with just steady, a smaller decrease than, what did you say, Ashley? 10% you think unit sales? 10? What do you guys have? What are you thinking for 2023?
Well, we were originally forecasting at the end of last year to see that we were going to have a tough first half of the year, but the signs started to pull back around and have April on be a bit better in terms of what we were originally forecasting. We're seeing that is trending towards that direction, but not quite as big of a rebound as we had anticipated. So if we could have stable to maybe a 10% reduction, we'd manage accordingly from that, and that's what we're basically looking at this point.
So, do you want to make a forecast? What do you see? What do you see for the rest of the year? Are you feeling? I mean, you were salespeople, so
yeah,
let's try to put that aside.
I heard you do your introduction where you talked about that you're a salesperson at heart, and I think that our company, that's how we are as well. So we've taken a look, and we tend to analyze, strategize, and then attack, right? And so I think that really what I'm looking for our companies is to have a mindset of positivity.
Yep.
Because there is a lot of information that's coming out at us right now that, and so to have that mindset of positivity, we started at the first of the year having a Monday call where we literally had all of our salespeople call in, and we talk about things that we have read that are good news, and we also talk about things that are actually working. And so with that kind of mindset, we're seeing our numbers grow, which is what I think that is something that's really important. I think we can make what we want the market to be if we put that kind of effort in.
Okay, my friend. Mike, I appreciate you coming out.
Definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much.
We got Dr. Thornburg is coming up next. You can take the mic with you and head that direction. So thank you very, very much, Mike.